Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Save News TV. I am your host, AZ Hubbard, and we have some breaking news. Tyrone Blackburn, who's the attorney for Duane Youngblood in the TD Jakes versus Youngblood case, won't off the case. Do you hear me? He has filed a motion to get off the case. All right, Nan, let's get into it. Well, Tyrone Blackburn kept it short and sweet. He just want out of this case. So let's look at it, and we're going to talk about a few things that's interesting. So it's just a two-page motion, and he's requested withdrawal of appearance to the clerk. Kindly withdraw my appearance only on behalf of Duane Youngblood, defendant in the above captured matter. And he signed it and filed it electronically. Duane Youngblood. Um, this is the case. Thomas Dexter Jakes versus Duane Youngblood and the 10 John Does. And he also signed it. He said, the undersigned hereby certifies on the 25th day of June 2025 a true and correct copy of the foregoing withdrawal of appearance have been served via court electronic filing system on the following councils of record. And so they list the council of record, and then he signed it. He's like, look, I'm out of here. And I find it interesting because there has been we went over the last case. Of course, the playlist is going to be down below that we're following these cases, this case on TD Jakes versus Youngblood. And the last few filings were just atrocious. You know, the questioning whether chat GTP was used in filing the lawsuits, the TD Jakes lawyer saying that there are no cases as this that he was quoting. He wasn't citing the sources of the cases. I mean, it's been a mess. And then also, as you recall, the last filing that Tyrone Blackburn did, the whole story of Duane Youngblood changed. So I don't know whether or not the judge. Now, the one thing about it, the judge does have the opportunity to say, "I'm not going to allow this to happen." He can deny the motion, the request to withdraw himself off the case as only for Duane Youngblood. And that's also interesting because the other 10 John Does have not been named. Now, of course, we know by the other filings that TD Jakes has named um, Larry Reed Live and Larry Reed in the case, but he has not officially named him as a John Doe. But it is, looking like that he might name him as a co-conspirator. So it's interesting that he only wants to be removed from the case as far as representing Duane Youngblood. Is it due to payment, non-payment? What is the reason? What is the reason? And this is such a short file, and it gives us no insight into what could possibly be the reason. We are wondering exactly what is happening here, because all of a sudden the council want to withdraw himself. Is telling. It really is telling. And as you all know, that we don't have a dog in this fight. We over here at Save News, we just bring the news. We stand in the middle and we talk about both sides of the case. I do know that as looking at what we have seen over the filing since the case started in November, that TD Jake's team is coming with a vengeance. I mean, they just grabbing on and they filing motions. And we know that Tyrone Blackburn initially stated that, he sent the demand letter, and then he stated that he wasn't a part of the case, and then he was a part of the case. And then he started doing filings for Duane Youngblood and officially became a part of the case. Um, so what does this mean? Because as you all remember from our last video, we talked about why, just the filing just didn't make any sense. Was it Duane Youngblood trying to um be separated from him? I mean, Tyrone Blackburn, because just the quality of the filing, we talked about um whether or not Tyrone Blackburn was trying to throw the case and throw it under the bus. Also, the question remains is if the judge denies the motion to allow Tyrone Blackburn off this case, then that means that Tyrone Blackburn will have to stay and represent Duane Youngblood. But what type of quality of service would he receive? And that is very questionable. And if the judge says, "Hey, we're not going to allow you off this case. You have to continue to represent Duane Youngblood." And if Tyrone Blackburn gets disgruntled and gives subpar counsel defense for Duane Youngblood, then he could lose his law license. And I find this interesting. I also want to know, which it didn't state in the filing, and we'll probably know within the next few days or very swiftly whether or not the judge allows this, is that, Duane Youngblood could come out and agree with the judge and say that he wants him off the case. But as of now, we haven't heard anything from Duane Youngblood. We know that Tyrone Blackburn has several cases going. I think that he is now, what is this man name? Yeah, he's a DJ. I don't know. I don't follow secular um music, but he's also on that case. And I know I have seen some people around the Diddy case at doing lives and everything, and I know that he has been in the Diddy case as far as at the courtroom, Tyrone Blackburn. So we don't know what the deal is. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait. We're going to see. We're going to find out. Want to get your thoughts in the comments section as to what do you think this is. Will there be a dismissal, or is TD Jakes going to go all the way and say, "Hey, I'm going to take this case. I don't want it dismissed. I want to finish this case up and take it all the way. I want all 10 John Does named and listed in this filing here. I want to be vindicated for what I have endured." We don't know what's going to happen, but we do know one thing, and that is today, Tyrone Blackburn wants off this case. He wants off this case, and he wants off this case bad. He wants off this case as soon as possible. And so you tell me what your thoughts are. We're going to continue to follow up on this and see exactly what happens, whether the judge will allow Tyrone Blackburn to dismiss himself from the case. And when I say the case, not the whole case, because he clearly states that he only wants to be dismissed from um, representing Duane Youngblood. He made one sentence motion: kindly withdraw my appearance on behalf of Duane Youngblood, appearance only on behalf of Duane Youngblood, defendant in the above captioned matter. So is he representing the rest of the 10 John Does? What's going on? But as far and what happened between Duane Youngblood and Tyrone Blackburn? Did Tyrone Blackburn decide when um the story totally changed that he wanted off this case? What's going on here, everybody? We need you in these comments telling us what you think, because right now I am at a loss, and I have my thoughts. I think that if Duane Youngblood continues down the path, anyway, it's up to TD Jakes, because he brought the motion as far as the case. So Duane Youngblood can't just say, I want to end this case. That's going to be up to TD Jakes whether or not he seeks a dismissal, or the judge could dismiss the case. But there's no motion for dismissal on the floor. So did Duane Youngblood get other counsel? And maybe Duane Youngblood new counsel, and Tyrone Blackburn, had issues. But either way, we don't know. But we're gonna find out real soon. So everybody, keep tuned. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because we are following this case. And this is breaking news. Thank you so much for joining us on Save News TV. I'm your host, AZ Hubbard. And again, thank you for allowing us into your homes, because you did not have to. And as always, the playlist is down in the comment section, so you can stay caught up on to as far as what has gone on in the past as this case is involved. Thank you so much again, and you have a very blessed day. Bye.
Getting bored? Want to enjoy some relaxing music? Do you need to get updated with all the latest news, but don't have enough time to watch TV for hours? Or do you need to get your praise and worship on? We have your solution to your problem. SAVEDnewsRadio.com got everything you need. Listen to SAVEDnewsRadio.com, filled with praise and worship 24/7, everywhere, in your home, laptop, or tablet, on your phone, in your car, and on Alexa. Install the Save News Radio skill on Alexa, and then just say, Alexa, launch Save News Radio. The beautiful, uplifting sounds of praise and worship music, ministries, news, and more. SaveNewsRadio.com, created to glorify God and edify the body of Christ.
I'm writing lines to lift his name, no need for fame. My spirit fed, his word is spread, saves the aim. Pen to paper, truths I scribe, a soulful vibe. To glorify the Most High, let's amplify. I am spreading the faith I hold so dear, for every tear he's ever near. Choirs rise on Sunday morn, his love we adorn. Each melody a testimony, hearts reborn. In every verse a whispered prayer beyond compare, to lift the hearts of those in dark despair. We testify with every note we sing, in harmony let freedom's bell ring. Rejoice and lift your voice, let the sound of praise deploy. Marching to his beat we go, face the seed we're here to sow, standing strong through trials.